welcome back. Welcome back to the show, okay? The greatest show on YouTube, alright? At least that's what my mom tells me. Just kidding. You know how that meme goes? My mom thinks I'm cool. I love that meme. That is such a funny meme. Was that from Recess? Shout out to Recess. That's one of the few things Disney did right. Hashtag Disney in the 90s was not that bad. I know a lot of people hate Disney, but Disney in the 90s, that's, most, I'm not going to say all the programs were good. I'm going to say most of the programs I saw were good, okay? We're talking about OG Aladdin, the TV show, okay? I don't know how we're starting with talking about Disney. I'm outing myself. I liked Disney when I was a kid, okay? I know that's a heresy. That's not based. I understand that. It's not cool. But I did like Disney when I was a kid with some good stuff in there. What was that show that you could never do today? I can't remember what it was. I know 101 Dalmatians, they had scenes in there that probably were not okay today. You get in trouble if you did the same story today. A man who was trying to make ends meet, and then he gets the woman of his dreams or whatever, and they move in together and they have a kid together, and then that's the ending of the show, of the movie. But throughout the entire movie, they're trying to save their dogs. That's probably not kosher today. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. I could do a whole episode on Disney if I wanted to, but I don't. Something tells me people are not looking to be nostalgic. That's okay. It's not a big deal. Hold on one second. I'm gonna get the music down. I saw the music is up still. Man, I could talk about old shows all day, man. That could be the whole show. But nah, we gonna talk about some of that crypto. Okay, that's what I'm calling it these days. The it's all black pill. All the content for crypto is all black pill. All of it. Ain't no good news coming out. The only bullish news I saw was when normies are fudding it. I'm like, oh, that's probably good news. Whatever the normies are into, that's the top of the market. If they get in, it's over. It's already over. We're gonna talk about that today. I'm gonna bring you guys down to earth, not in a bad way. I've been away. Let's talk about that. I can talk about that. It's been 10 days almost. I've been working on the book. Okay, I've been heavily focused and in the world of my book. It is amazing. I've made plot twists I didn't even expect. I have a prequel now. Before, the free book was nothing. It was just throwing a side story. Somehow that side story exploded into a whole conspiracy that turned into the prequel. So in true Shadow fashion, it turned into a whole conspiracy. I was like, oh, it's over. This whole thing started the entire book. All right, I finally have my world building figured out. It's all figured out. Because I was always hesitant to do history. I never do history. It's not my strength to recreate an entire history without. I like to make things organic. And so if I don't feel it, if I can't visualize something is real, I won't put it on paper. If I don't visualize something, like, for example, I don't give you advice I'm not doing, okay? I'm not Rolo. I revealed a little too much. Today this might be a Hallmark episode, guys. I'm going to start revealing stuff because I don't care anymore, okay? I lost all the F's, okay? All the F's during this bear market disappeared, and it is what it is, okay? I might be calling people out their name. That happens. That's how I'm moving forward, okay? By the way, this whole show has pivoted a little bit, okay? Whether I like it or not, whether you like it or not, it is what it is, okay? So there might be some hurt feelings over this, and that's fine. I'm willing to accept it. I don't care. I don't care anymore. You know what I mean? So, again, everything I ever said was genuine, all right? It wasn't disingenuous, okay? But I always was a little bit more, try to be a little bit more sensitive. And I still am. I try to be respectful, right, of people's perspectives and all that stuff. Y'all know me. I'm a very easy come, easy go kind of person, right? That's just who I am. If you have an idea and I have an idea and we disagree, then that's fine. No big deal. But what what I what I but what I'm what you might not know about me is if I don't like if there's like a level, there's like everyone's got a line, right? Everyone's got a line. My line is when it's ridiculous. I'm just like whatever. I don't give a shit, right? But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna clown you, right? So for example, someone who won't be named was they were confronting me, and some of you will know who I'm talking about. It's fine. Someone confronted me talking about, hey, you didn't you didn't rug your job, and I'm like, have you not seen this marketplace, or are you asleep? Are you under a rock? And it is what it is. Everyone has their own like what's going on in the world. They're focused on other things, and that's okay too. Look at the views go up. Look at yeah, I could tell it's definitely a bear market. Anyways, I try not to look at the views. I don't really, I just find it interesting, very interesting. Anywho, what I'm trying to say is when someone takes what I had to say in the past and think they got me on a gotcha, I'm gonna let you know right now, you didn't get me on a gotcha. Okay, there ain't no gotcha moments here. Okay, I'm very consistent. I will never give you an idea that I'm not gonna do. Okay, I looked at the marketplace. I have a very set goal. I'm a very budget oriented person. That's my forte. That's my expertise. I already know what's livable for me. Right, I'm very consistent and dedicated to that. And so if I see a projection of, oh, that's not a livable situation, or oh, that's gonna be a little rough, I'm gonna pivot and I'm gonna change the way I'm moving for a little bit. That doesn't mean the advice I'm giving you is disingenuous or bad advice. It just means the advice I was giving you at the time, right, which is when I said rug your job. That was back in, what was that, November? Not even November. Like maybe it was November. I think it was. Nope. I started saying rug your job. In October. I started saying that. November was the stream I named it after. Rug your job. The Great Rugathon, because people were escaping. They were leaving. Anyways, this is gonna relate to crypto in just a minute. Now the market crashed. Right. A lot of things happened. What's his name? What do you call it? Vitalik, Mr. Mr. ETH, Mr. ETH dropping the bombs. He was dropping his own ETH. He was dropping ETH dumping ETH on everybody. But Mr. I won't say that word because YouTube will get mad if I start calling out people for being pro. Whatchamacallit? What's the word I'm looking for? It's called an apologist for something, but I won't say it. I won't say the P word. I'll leave it alone. Some people said polka dot apologist. I like that. That was funny, but I'm gonna just stay out of it. YouTube is like, you cannot say that word. I'm like, okay, I will not say that word, YouTube. Susan, that's really Susan. Susan said no, because it wasn't always that way. Before Susan was like in charge, it wasn't always that way. You could say pretty much how you were feeling. That's okay. It is what it is. We're the shadow pill here. You know what I mean? We're the underground. Let me see. Let me look at the chat real quick. Ari says, "What's up? What's up, Ari?" Stephen Guap says, "What's up? What's up, bro?" Tech Chief says, "It means you're smart and not and and able to move on your feet." Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I survived the 2008 crash. I was rugged. Let me tell you guys, I'm gonna tell you a horror story before I go into the tornado crash. Let me tell you a story, okay? I'll never forget 2008, okay? Never. It's vivid, all right? When it rains, it pours. Here's what happened to me, okay? I'll never forget. I was working a company. I won't name the company. Because that's a lot of drama. I was working a company. Okay, I was picking up my paycheck because this is before direct deposit. I was picking up my paycheck. I'll never forget. Harold, my manager at the time, said, "Hey, what's up, Yin? I have good news and I have bad news." I said, "What's my good news? I'll take the good news first." That was a mistake. Never take the good news first. Take the bad news first, okay? This was life-changing bad news. He said, "I'm gonna give you a bonus that you needed to be having anyway. You know, you deserve this bonus." And I said, "All right, cool, that's good. I'm gonna take that bonus. Thank you." So I got 2 checks, and he said, "That bonus is your last check because right now you ain't got a job." I said, "Excuse me, what are you talking about?" "Well, why you firing me?" He goes, "I'm letting you go because we ain't got money. We are illiquid. Okay, we are absolutely done. The rug has been pulled from under us." I remember him saying that. There ain't no jobs tomorrow. Okay, well, no one's working, not even me. And I said, "Excuse me, what do you mean not even you?" He said, "That means everybody probably gonna be at the unemployment line." I looked at him in the eyes. He was telling the truth. I said, "Oh no, what are you? I gotta pay bills. What are you doing?" And he says, "You got bills paid. Them checks." I looked at my hands. I put the checks together. I put it in my pocket. I grabbed my keys. Let me tell you something. I didn't even log off the computer. I don't give a shit. I threw my hat. I had the company hat on. I threw it in the trash. I didn't even go to my locker. I don't even care. It was nothing in there. It was just company stuff. What am I gonna do with that stuff? I got in my car, which was an old beat up Nissan. All right, that's probably doxing me somehow. I was driving on the freeway, and so happens that freaking vehicle just died on me. Okay, the heat was too much. It was 98 degrees. I won't forget. 98 degrees. I was driving down the hill from the freeway. I just left the freeway, and it died on me because the serpentine belt finally gave up. And not only that, but somehow it activated the water. Somehow, like, because the serpentine belt snapped, it snapped, and it snapped in a way where the cap for the water busted open, and it just water all over my like coolant water, liquid, just all over my engine. Just, it's done. It's smoking. It's just awful. Pulled over the car, looked at the car. I did one of these, and I said, I'm just gonna call AAA. Forget it. I'm done with it. And I was unemployed with no car, okay? And it was like the hottest day of the year. I was hating life. And even then, I was doing better than the tornado crash people because holy cow, I feel so bad for the tornado cash people, okay? Apparently, the tornado cash, let me pull it up. Apparently, the tornado cash people who are using tornado cash, which is a service you use when you want to, for multiple reasons, okay? When you want to add a layer of privacy to your movement for your funds. It backfired heavily because apparently, I mean, I always knew North Korea was using crypto as well. I mean, that was kind of a common thing people knew. I mean, it was pretty obvious. They stole Bitcoin. I mean, obviously, that's gonna cause something to happen to your marketplace. At some point, the chickens are gonna come home to roost. And apparently it did because they were using Tornado Cash and it backfired big time for everybody else. Because if you were using it, your wallet was blacklisted. And let me go ahead and pull up the news for that. Oh, Lord, I hit the wrong button. What have I done? Oh, there it is. Alrighty, let me pull it up. Where's the first one? Right here. Oh, by the way, shout out to Hanging Laundry. She was here earlier, but I had to restart the stream. Now, I might get in trouble for this, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. If I get in trouble, then I get in trouble. You'll see why. Because I'm not supposed to do this. It's not kosher. But I'm going to probably do it because that's just who I am. All right, here we go. Hey, by the way, if Chad doesn't come back, if we don't do a show with Chad, you'll know why. So, you'll see where I'm going with this. Some of you already know before I even say anything. So, the crypto mixing service Tornado Cash is blacklisted by the US Treasury. Let me make sure this is right. Did I get the right news story? Is that the right one? I want to make sure. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay. Alrighty, so crypto mixing service got blacklisted. the department barred its uses by by U.S. persons as a matter of national security because North Korean hackers allegedly used the mixer as a to launder stolen crypto funds. So basically, how Tornado Cash works is it's kind of similar to another service I won't mention. It starts with a W. I don't even know if it still works. I haven't used it. I never used it ever. It's a bad place. Don't use it. So there we go. That's just my CYA right there. But I will say, let me just make sure we're good here. But yeah, it mixes your service. It mixes the crypto in a basically. It's kind of like it's you're washing your coins. Imagine your dollars. Okay, if you're not familiar with this, it's like money. I shouldn't say the M word. Not money washing. Let's just say that. Yeah, money washing, whatever. You are sending your money. It's getting all mixed up, and then you are getting the same value back from the mix-up at the end of the process. Okay, so we'll just say that. And I just want to make sure that we're all set here. I don't want to like lose the chat. This always happens. Once in a while, you lose the chat. How did that happen? I don't understand what's going on today. Today is when you leave YouTube for a little bit and do your own thing, like write a book, you come back and it's all a mess. All right, we're back. All right, looks good. Okay, so let's get to it. Now should I play this or am I gonna get in trouble for playing this? I don't know if I should play this or not. You know what? If it gets demonetized, it gets demonetized. I'm not gonna fuss about it. Let's listen to what they have to say. Maybe they have something new to say, but if they don't, we'll go down this little chat right here. Okay. I do want to react to it. I think we're protected by fair use. We'll see. I've talked long enough. I think we'll see. I'll stop periodically. Okay. How about that? By the way, just to let you know, you notice how they were able to do this blacklisting now, but for all the other scams that has ever happened, never a problem. They don't care. I'm telling you, if it serves their purposes, I'm telling you now, if you think Uncle Sam is one of those entities that really cares about the people and is about the people, I have bad news for you. Okay, he don't care. Okay, he don't care. He only cares about one thing, and that's number one. Okay, as much as I love the country, the spirit of the country, I love the people as far as the good people, but I do not have any I'm disillusioned. I have no delusions about where the people who run the show are at. The bankers, the policymakers, the sanction makers, all these people, the Treasury, they're all enemies of the individual. That's just the reality. Like, they don't care about the people. They're parasites. So that's why I always said they're the plant people, man. They really are, because they're just parasites. So they could have closed it at any time, but they didn't, did they? They're closing it now because it serves their purpose. Now, I'm not saying don't close the show. The audio I'm playing is low. Okay, I'll have it increased. Really, it's low? What is going on today? Oh, I think I know what happened. There we go. I fixed it. But yeah, man, it shouldn't. They should be able to if you wanted to see people who care about you, the individual, you, the citizen, you would see that change. All right, hopefully I don't go deaf.
For the Ronin hack,
should be good.
where they laundered about $200 million worth of hacked ETH, and they've been pumping a lot of ETH through this mechanism for the last few months. It's a huge deal now that a lot of people can't use this bridge because the OFAC sanctions will hurt anybody who's going against them and is going to continue using this. Wendy, I want to throw this one up to you. This is again, one of the bigger stories I think we're going to talk about this year. What does it mean for privacy, and what does it mean for the average user who maybe even has funds on Tornado Cash?
So this is a very, 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 very problematic thing, and I have to put my tinfoil hat on for a little bit and kind of talk about it. So,
okay, I just want to let you all know, no offense, but Wendy O, I mean, you can Google Wendy O, and Twitter, do yourself a favor, type in search in crypto Twitter, and you could type in Wendy O and scam or whatever you want to write. Just do your own research. I'll put it that way. All right. There's a meme going around right now. It's delicious. I was very quiet last year. I said, let me just be professional. But now it's all out in the open. I'm very happy. Very happy. Karma really is the best medicine. I just let it ride. Just let it ride, I say.
We do know that there's illicit activity that happens. It happens with cash. It could happen with Bitcoin. It could happen when you're bartering. It happens no matter what. So I understand that they want to instill some sort of regulation to stop this bad behavior. But at the same time, crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever type of cryptocurrency, it was essentially created for privacy to keep people safe, to keep people private, so they don't have to share all of their data in some aspect. And one of the things that I'm thinking about is that this could have been done because we're having all this drama with all these different crypto exchanges becoming insolvent, filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Maybe they're utilizing this to kind of instill some sort of new law to aid in those cases. But the bigger picture that I'm looking at is a CBDC. We know that we're supposed to have some sort of CBDC in the United States. And we were told that this was going to happen during the panorama to help facilitate payments to people. But what if they're putting this law out or this ban out to kind of manipulate what is happening with the CBDC to come up with some sort of protocol, some sort of creative way where they can potentially hide their tracks? Because we all know that the government, especially the United States of America, they don't spend money the way that they're supposed to. They keep printing money, they keep sending it places, we keep introducing all of these brand new tactics, et cetera. So maybe they're doing this to, in fact, kind of cover their tracks and then release the CBDC. This is just speculation, just my opinion, but privacy is very, very important, especially to the average person. And a lot of people, especially on my TikTok, they're like, this is good. We don't.
All right. So I'm going to just let you know, not to say anything bad about TikTok in itself. I mean, you can make your own decisions about TikTok, but if your guy is getting popular on TikTok and they're talking about crypto, you might want to red flag. You know what? I'm going to do an episode on just red flags because, man, the last 6 months have built me a big catalog of red flags that will save your behind, man. I'm going to tell you right now. She is popular on TikTok for a reason, and they not good reasons. Let me just let you know right now. Not good reasons.
Don't like hackers, it's for bad people. And I'm thinking to myself, what about survivors? What about somebody that is in a particular area or region that is getting oppressed, like somebody that goes to a 9-to-5 job and they say, you know what, we don't like you. We're going to go ahead and put a freeze on your bank and take your funds. So there's a lot of different arguments for and against this. But at the same time, I'm looking at the bigger picture and it's just not sitting right with me.
I wonder how blacklisting a service for U.S. citizens is going to stop North Korean hackers from using a product. So to me, this doesn't sound like a national security play, which is mentioned time and time again in the announcement. Wendy, Will, I completely agree with you. It sounds like a play against privacy. And Wendy, I just want to take what you were saying even further. I think a lot of people see this and they say, this is good. We need to stop the criminals. We need to stop the hackers because we don't want platforms and people to lose money to the tune of $600 million. But when we think about privacy, I challenge people to think outside of like the very safe bubble that a lot of us live in and think about, I think something that we could all relate to in the United States is think about if you live in a red state and you need access to an abortion.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Wow, that did not take long at all. How many minutes has it been? 3, 4, only, not even 4 minutes yet. Lord have mercy. That was a new record. I'm sorry. That's funny. Another red flag. Right
where
there.
along that journey, you might want a transaction you make to be private. And this is something that can enable.
If you in a red state and you need to get that done, here's a solution. Get into a car and drive. That's it. Or, hey, you can't drive? Solution, get in a taxi, go somewhere else, another state. Get in on a bus, get a Greyhound. There's so many options of travel. I don't even know what to tell you. Get a bike. Who cares? Get out of your state and then do the thing you're trying to do. I lost brain cells trying to like process how stupid this was.
Enable it. So this is just a huge knock against privacy and a really sad story to start the day off on. Zach, what did you think?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting to see the privacy conversation ramp up, right? The privacy conversation is no longer just about privacy coins. It's about zero knowledge proofs, right? Cryptographic technology that lets you verify what's in a transaction without knowing the contents of that transaction. Stuff like that has been talked about in terms of scaling and making these networks support more transactions. Now I think the conversation is going to shift toward, okay, those are some privacy features that we can do in a compliant manner that will foster mainstream adoption so that the world doesn't have to know that I'm spending $10 on, I don't know, like porn or something, right? So the idea here is that
can you imagine if your wallet got frozen because you were trying to make sure no one knew you bought porn? Oh man, I hope that happened to someone. That would be so funny. I want to think that happened to somebody and they're just like, now I lost all 6 figures. Oh my god, dude. Lord, this is real life, man. This is definitely forked Earth. We are not the real Earth. We are Earth 2. I refuse to believe this is the main one. This is not real Earth. Somehow we took a wrong turn and it's forked, and this is the alternate timeline where everything's goofy. Oh my god, dude. You know what? I'll hold on to that I'll hold on to that comment until the end.
There should be a right to privacy online, just as there's a right to privacy in other aspects of our lives. And yet, I think we're seeing the increase.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think there is I believe in privacy. I believe in the right of privacy. I'm just too. We'll hold on to that in the end. We'll hold on to that.
Surveillance of the financial system, and that has privacy advocates worried, right? This is something that I think, Naomi Rockwell, Ben Powers would be harping on pretty loudly right now, right? That there should be a right to financial privacy as it relates to online commerce, especially in peer-to-peer internet commerce. That's what crypto is all about, right? So the idea that this is now increasingly under attack is a little bit scary to folks. Flip side, like Tornado has laundered a lot of shady funds in the past, right? So like it puts them square in the crosshairs.
I'm gonna just say this. I think all the underground railroad, like that, all the underground railroad, underground like money hiding, swapping, shadowy movements. I think now that's gonna be the crosshairs for a long time. And this was always a theory I had, that what did I used to call them? The watermen. Yeah, the watermen. The watermen are the ones are participating in the hacking. I don't think these are just black hat hackers who are just trying to make a profit. I really don't believe that, especially because after everything happened in the crypto market space, when everybody got their money out, or those who didn't get their money out, everyone who got wrecked, everybody who had their money out got their money out. After everything, all the dust settled, like what else is there left? Who has the time to sit down all day and try to get into these, like, brute force these exchanges and find different new avenues? There's just not enough time in the day. There isn't, because black hat hackers are at an all-time high for demand. They can make tons more money just doing regular schmegular, non-stressful stuff. You just got to use Occam's razor. Human psychology is very lazy. We are a lazy group as a group. I don't mean that as an individual basis. Individuals can work hard. Individuals are smart. That's something I've always said. That's something I learned from my old man. Individuals are smart. Groups of people are dumb. Okay, they are lazy and they're dumb. That's just a nature kind of thing. That's like a nature, just how you came out, okay? Your brain is wired to do what's easy, right? You are wired that way because you are looking for the easiest, most comfortable way to survive, the best possible way to survive. It's just a part of your inner wiring, so you have to work against that, right? That's what makes you a better person. That's what makes you an individual. That's what makes you above cut above the rest. That's why when we say above average, we don't just say it. Hopefully you don't just say it. You mean it, right? There's like, this is the average. This is the above average, right? You're doing more. And to be honest with you, people who go into black hat hacking and all that stuff, they're trying to do like what's they're just trying to meet average because they're looking to see what else I can do, what kind of jobs I can get. Because that's how they start. They start from unemployed. You're unemployed. All right, I'm going to figure out how to get employed by brute forcing all these little areas. You're not just this myth of this expert black hacker. He can do everything. Those guys are making 7-8 figures just literally being consultants, okay? Those are those guys. They're not the guy who's like, I'm going to hack into they're not going to waste a chance of losing their freedom. Okay, you have to think about this. They're not gonna risk prison. It's just a reality. You're gonna build all this skill up for the rest of your life to go to prison. You gotta think. The watermen want you to think that it's some random person. It's them. Okay, the freaking the plant people got you thinking it's. The Palpatines and the plant people got you thinking it's the outside people. It's inside the house. The killer is inside the house. That's what's happening to you. You get robbed from inside. It's always from within. Look at the Roman Empire. It fell apart from where? Inside, not outside.
They're the ones who are going to be the canary in this coal mine. But
if you can read between the lines there, so I don't get
the bigger picture, I think is really important. And it is something that people are going to get loud about in terms of thinking how to work these issues out so that the prospect of online native currency can exist in a way that is private by default, but not criminally so, right? Privacy is not a crime, and I think that's worth repeating here as OFAC takes a very broad-handed approach to cracking down.
I think privacy was overlooked when it was considered, nerds, playing around with this little, marketplace. It wasn't even a marketplace. It was just nerds staking Bitcoin and moving it around and whatever. They didn't care. There was no quote unquote value there. And I think that's the real alpha. Anytime you see nerds get together and they're having a fun time, just playing around with something, that's the real time to get into something. If you're interested in you see a vision of something making money, the time to get in is when it's bullshit. Pardon my French. It's when everything is considered a joke. I don't know, I'm trying to think of something right now that the kids are into that's considered a joke now. Minecraft is now a bazillion-dollar industry, but I remember when Minecraft came out and my little sister was playing around on her little tablet and she was like, oh, look, it's Minecraft, blah, and I was like, okay, this is how you install it and here you go, and she was just having a blast. That was the time to start a business around Minecraft, right? It's just an example. Anytime it's considered a joke, not really serious, not really an industry or anything there, that's when you're early, right? Now it's considered a threat because it makes people money. It makes people free. People are able to take this thing and go somewhere else and not have to worry about taxes. I shouldn't have said that word, theoretically speaking. And as a result of that Uncle Sam not getting a cut, and he's not able to splurge with your value. As a result of that, of you just going and about your business with that thing in your pocket, now it's a problem because as I said before, stupid people are getting involved. I mean, look at the NFT market space. If you want to see stupid people, if you want a great example of stupidity coming in and ruining everything, look at the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Look at, no offense to the Bored Ape Yacht Club. I mean, those guys, they hustled the game. I'm talking about the people it's marketed towards, right? Celebrity endorsements, all these things. Once you start to see that, then it's going to be, you see the top. And the top is not just going to be the top of the token or whatever. It's also going to be the availability of you being able to get your money out, moving it somewhere else, and not be considered a criminal. The methods are also part of the top. You have to think about that, not just your money, but also how you get out and how you move it and how you move in this world. So you really have to get your stuff all the way out. If you see the top, just get out of there. Just get everything out. Don't even, everything you leave in there, it could be a liability for you. And that's just how I look at it. You know, for example, now look at these Celsius people. They're getting hard rugged because not only could you not only could you lose your money, but you can be implicated in their BS. It's so ridiculous. It's so, oh my God, dude. Maybe I'll do a show on that. I don't know.
On some of these tools. Will, your thoughts?
Crazy.
Honestly, we could do the whole show on just this one topic because there's so many threads to pull on. The one I want to zero in on right now, though, is the conversation between cryptocurrencies and privacy coins. A lot of people refer to cryptocurrencies and using them for just basic transactions like Bitcoin or Ethereum, but they don't have a lot of those privacy builds into them, right? You can send a Bitcoin transaction, but you can basically find most of the information about it pretty easily. And if you really know how to do some nice sleuthing, you can find the IP addresses and therefore the physical locations that people who sent that money on Bitcoin or Ethereum. So that's why Bitcoin and Ethereum have turned to different transaction mechanisms using dApps or applications like blenders and mixers.
I'm going to just let you know right now, the IP finding someone, I mean, I guess if the person's stupid, that is possible that could happen. But most people are using VPNs now. I mean, I don't know anybody who, even normies I know are using VPNs these days. I mean, then again, it's very possible someone could be not using a VPN. That's neither here nor there. But I'll say this: I think this "I'm gonna find you and track you" kind of thing through your IP. I think that's just a very quick way, very easy way to die. I just hear horror stories of people trying to like, "I'm gonna troll you." Like, nah, that's probably a bad idea. I think that'll end when you start to see actual repercussions, because the internet still kind of hasn't quite culminated in that. We don't have that interaction yet. I guess WorldStar, but not enough. You'll see where I'm going with this in a few months. Well, I'm sure there'll be some very negative interactions involving crypto.
In order to send Bitcoin privately, or they use wallets like Samurai or Wasabi to send Bitcoin privately. But a lot of these things have problems, right? And so
you see, that's the thing I don't like about these big normie channels and websites. How are you gonna throw under the bus these other services and basically put a red light, a spotlight on these other services? It's fine if you're gonna talk about the service that rugged and is having this issue, but don't give criminals another. I mean, I'm sure some criminals are already using it, but don't put it out there and say, hey, these other services that exist, just to let you know, they're also doing the same thing. Like, shut up. keep it. If you're really about privacy, then you won't mention it. Movement is important. You guys have to read between the lines. These guys don't care. This is just another topic to support and boost their business. Put it out there in the Google search algorithm, because that's how I found this, is by just Googling it.
A lot of people saw this coming alongside, and that's why they invented privacy coins like Monero or Zcash. And I think when you look at this picture and you're seeing these applications that are used for laundering or used for mixing or used just for basic privacy being censored, then the reality of the point of a privacy coin actually becomes tangible. And all those crazy people.
Okay, I'm not against a privacy coin. I'm just gonna say I'm not against a privacy coin. I'm just gonna say this, and I mean this in the nicest possible way. That's gonna be the first coin that gets rugged on that whatever platform launches a privacy coin, another rug. Either it's gonna be the Watermen in there. It's gonna be a lot of it's going to be shining, okay? It's going to be shining green, illuminated lights, okay? It's going to be very, just turn off the lights. You don't need lights. Anyone remember Secret coin? What was it called again? Oh my God. Remember that token with the dark pools? I can't remember what it was. I knew some guys using that. Oh man, I can't remember what it was called. But yeah, there was a secret coin. You put your money in there in the dark pools and you do some swabs, and yo, Lord have mercy, that thing. And I think that dark pool is also a liquidity pool too. Can you imagine? You put your money in the dark, it's gone. You never seen it again. Oh man, kind of like the Pulse people right now. Oh Lord, that's a whole other topic. We'll talk about Pulse at some point. Pulse and Hex. I saw Richard Hart on the Fresh and Foot. That's a Freudian slip. My bad. I meant to say Fresh and Fit. The Fresh and Fit, Fresh and Foot. I'm having too much fun on this episode. It's illegal how much fun I'm having. Oh man, that's a joke, by the way.
People out there who were saying that privacy coins mattered for years, they're slowly becoming vindicated more and more. The flip side, however, is what if privacy coins didn't really get out into mainstream adoption, and then they get stifled and squelched in the bed as well?
He's basically saying if it gets rugged, which is going to happen, it's not going to get mainstream adoption. People don't even care. People don't even care, man, about their own privacy information for Facebook, Instagram. TikTok existing and blowing up is the #1 living proof of that. Like, they already know that that app listens to you, and it's a virus. It goes into your phone and pilfers all your data and steals it for its own personal uses. And you're telling me people care about privacy? It's going to be adopted? Come on now, live in reality. I'm not against privacy, but don't don't feed me this. See, that's the thing about crypto. I just cannot stand. I'm not a believer. I'm going to let you know right now, guys. That should be the next episode. I'm not a believer. I am 100% crypto atheist, okay? When it comes to crypto, I am a 100% atheist. I'm putting it out there, okay? I don't believe in the tech. And by that, I mean I know people are dumb, okay? It's now a reality. Most people are not smart people, and that's the fact, okay? This is a very dark episode. I can see the number going down. Listen, I'm just telling you like it is. I just don't want you to feel like I'm hating on the platforms or the people making it. They're very, I would say, is a very noble effort. I support it, but I'm a realist about this stuff. And the fact is, most people don't give a good god dang about their privacy, about their information. They put their 21andMe in there, 23andMe, what is it? 23, 24andMe. They put all their data, their DNA, they lick that stamp and they send it away. They put their blood on the table. Shoot, I shouldn't even say this. I almost said the V word. When the wax hit the table, they said, "Give it to me." Okay? They said, "Give it to me, sir." Okay, they don't even care about their own body, their own bodily autonomy. They're not even using it. Okay? The only thing they care about is if they can get pleasure. If they could get pleasure and avoid consequences for said pleasure, then that's when they'll practice bodily autonomy, hence the abortion thing. But when it comes to, protection, they don't care. That's the truth. That's the dark truth.
Zach, back to you.
Yeah, it is pretty remarkable just to think that this is the blacklisting of a tool, not a particular bad actor, right? This is the blacklisting of an open source software tool. So this is sort of a new frontier in how U.S. regulators are approaching some of these things, right? I mean, they're couching it in the terms of, okay, North Korea used this to launder a bunch of funds. Okay, we're going to take action against it. But typically these are sanctioned individuals, right? There's someone who commits a bad action that is meant to be dissuaded from occurring again. And those are the people who end up on these lists. But this is actually just like a tool, right? Like a neutral technology that can be used any number of ways, from someone who, wants to send $20 to their friend, for.
I don't know if it's neutral. That's a little much. I don't know about that, but hey, I understand where
the beer that they just bought, or wants to again launder funds after hacking a major protocol in the crypto space at the nation state level. So it is odd that I think that this open source code is now the target of this enforcement action, rather than any particular individual users who may have used it to do bad stuff. So that to me is interesting, and I think a lot of people are really homing in on that particular distinction here in this action as something that is odd, new, and potentially has quite big ramifications. But Wendy, over to you.
I just want to say, I mean, I feel like it's easier for the government to just shut it all down, just to say, no, you can't do this, instead of actually understanding how this works and maybe coming in and saying, hey, you know what, you can use this feature, and this feature, but not this feature. And we know that they're tracking things anyways on the blockchain. So it's very problematic, the fact that they just stepped in and they just completely says, no, you can't use it. And kind of back to Jen's point, it's not, how is this going to impact people that are doing bad things outside of the United States? That doesn't make any sense to me any way, shape, or form, because there's like people outside of the United States of America can still do stuff very, very easily. So basically what it's doing is,
you know what, now that I think about it, maybe North Korea didn't actually do any of that. Maybe it was an inside job. Not to put out any conspiracy theories or anything like that. Now I'm thinking maybe, because it seemed a little too convenient at the time. Like, I think about this stuff, man. I always look at the content and I say, why is this content being shown to me? I mean, obviously now I looked for this, but I mean in general, you always have to evaluate what you're reading. Why is this content being shown to me? You got to ask yourself that. Who is this person sending me this information? What does their past look like? Oh, they're anonymous. All right, well, you got to take that into account. And you got to criticize everything, man. You got to be critical of every single thing, especially when it comes to crypto. This is a marketplace of scrutiny. You have to not believe in anything. You have to come in with the mindset of, what is this? Why am I seeing this? Because the believers are who gets wrecked. I will tell you right now, if you're a believer, you get yourself cleaned up, okay? Stop believing, all right? You want to make money? Stop believing. Because that's how you make money, is when you stop believing. When I bought Shiba, you think I believe in Shiba Inu? I don't even believe in Polkadot. But I was making money from it, okay? And I knew when to get out. The minute you stop believing is when you'll start making money. And then you will dump on the people who believe. You will be a believer dumper.
just kind of taking it. It's basically saying, you're in trouble for what your big brother is doing over here. We're taking away your privileges. But people are going to get creative. They're going to find other ways to kind of work around this, whether it be privacy coins.
And they're going to go to jail for that too. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, listen, I'm not against privacy. It's fine. Do what you got to do if you want to do what you want to do. It's your life. Do what works for you. I've always said that. But the argument of they're going to do whatever they want, that's the point. Don't you see? The watermen are guiding you. They're guiding you to a different path. They say, we're going to get you to these other places. And then you have to ask yourself, from now on, from here on forward, if there's a new service that's under the table, is it them? You got to ask yourself that dark question. Is it the watermen? Okay, are they there for you? Are they waiting for you? Is it a trap? Is it a bull trap? Is it a believer trap? You got to ask yourself that. Okay, is this a Judas moment? You know? Because now everything that was before, the before time, is being shut down. And now you're in a maze. Like, the little mouses are getting moved around the... You know that game Mousetrap? All the mice are getting moved around. They're getting guided, right? Just like a real mousetrap. Just like a real maze for the lab rats. They're getting guided. And you're sniffing for cheese, okay? You're sniffing for cheese. You better be careful.
Whether it be coming up with a brand new protocol, etc. So it's just a very, very problematic, oppressive behavior, in my personal opinion.
All right, that's enough of that. We're going to get to the nitty gritty about some of this other stuff. Let me put this down here. Let me read the chat real quick. I see Stephen Guap says a red flag episode would be good. I definitely need it. Yeah, we'll do one. I'll have to look at all my notes again and then compile something good. Tech Chief says, yeah, the hacks have been getting sus. Yep. Christian Soto says, ape, strong together. I mean, yeah, ape, smart. If you're going to ape, smart. And ape very quickly and get your profits. Get your profits, okay? Don't be caught out there holding the bag. Because there's a bag of shit in this marketplace, okay? It ain't a bag of goods, all right? Let me try and find the part I want to read. Tornado Cash has been a key tool for the Lazarus Group. Lazarus. See, this is a red flag for me. Lazarus Group, like the Batman villains? Okay. A North Korean hacking group tied to 625 million March hack of Axie Infinity. Are you telling me this Batman cartoon group stole Pokemon from basically Pokemon from crypto? They stole Pokemon money. Yo, RIP. I would definitely go to Lowe's if I stole Pokemon money. According to the Treasury Department, blockchain analysis shows the tens of millions of dollars. That's how I know it's not. It's something else. That's not quite right. It's something else. It's not just that. Blockchain analysis showed that tens of millions of dollars worth of crypto stolen from Ronin flowed through Tornado Cash, which is designed to obfuscate. I hate that word. Obfuscate the source of funds. OFAC previously sanctioned Blender.io, another mixing service. Yeah, he's snitching. Another mixing service that the Treasury Department allegedly was used to launder proceeds from ransomware attacks. Just want to make sure that. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Just I was getting a phone call for a second, so I'll make sure it's not anything important. Another mixing service that the Treasury Department alleged was used to launder proceeds from ransomware attacks, as well as about 20.5 million in crypto stolen from Ronin. Tornado Cash has been the go-to mixer for cyber criminals looking to launder the proceeds of crime, as well as helping to enable hackers, including those currently under U.S. sanctions, to launder proceeds to their cyber crimes by covering up their origin and transfer of this illicit virtual currency, a senior department said. Since its creation back in 2019, Tornado Cash has reportedly laundered more than $7 billion worth of virtual currency. All right. We don't need to read all that. We've already talked about that. Unstoppable, blah blah. You can read up all this. I'll put this in the chat in the description later. Circle Blacklisted, the sanctioned tornado addresses freezing over 775,000 worth of USDC later Monday. I'm trying to figure out. More than 40 addresses were put in the sanction list. So far since the 8th, 40 addresses were put in sanctions. I know Shaquille O'Neal was one, and Jimmy Fallon was another one, and I can't remember who the other celebrity was. What was her name? I forgot her name. I can see her face, but I can't remember her name. So now they added a USDC blacklist. That's unfortunate for the people who got caught out there who were innocent. Let me see if there's another story here. Is this the other one I'm looking for? I was looking how to search for the date, because I was getting tired of like getting current stuff from today. I wanted to get something from the before in the beginning. I wanted to, get something in the beginning so we can kind of cover it in a more organic way. Let me see. Is this the right one? I feel like this is the wrong one. Issues crypto should watch out for in Tornado Cash sanctions. This is like an opinion piece, actually. Let me see. I'm trying to find the part that's important here. I saw it earlier. I don't think that... Does that matter? Is that different? That doesn't matter. I don't care about that right now. All right, let's go to the next one. I think it's this one. If not, we'll just walk away from it and we'll talk about something else. Let me look at the... Okay, no, it's not that one either. I'm looking at my notes right now. I know one of the somebody made a mention on crypto Twitter saying that they're gonna ignore the celebrity addresses. The truth is, they're not gonna do anything yet. They're just gonna blacklist everybody first, and then everybody who got caught out there is gonna get blacklisted, and then the vocal people who are like, hey, my address got blocked and this is it, you're probably gonna go through like some sort of verification process to make sure that you're not like covering, unless you're a celebrity, right? The big celebrities probably will be able to just have their stuff unlisted because they're celebrities. I mean, that's just, it's gonna be pretty hard to prove that they're tied to some sort of illegal organization or whatever if they're in the spotlight all the time. Let me see. Nope, it's not that one. Is this the guy actually? Oh, right here. Yeah, this is it. I'm gonna cover that on the next one though. So we'll go here. Tornado. No, that's not it. Is that it? No, we'll cover that in a second. All right, we'll go here. TC member, Tornado Cash member also confirmed that they believe Roman Storm, co-founder of Tornado Cash, was looking for attorneys in the Netherlands a few days ago, which must be for Aleski. The information came to Tornado Cash members' knowledge before the arrest, indicating that Aleski Pertsev may have been aware of what's coming. I guess he got arrested, and they're holding him. The general mood of TC member was despondent as they admitted they needed a vacation after the troubling past week. That's gonna be the future for everybody who's getting involved in these privacy things. All these privacy things, any kind of like moving things around, anyone's trying to hide, it's gonna be really hard for those people. And that's the dark truth. Now it's gonna be a hunt. I don't think it's gonna be like a big stressful thing. I think it's just gonna be like who's the most available, who's making the most money, who's hiding the most money. Those are gonna be the targets first, and then they're gonna go backwards from there. I think. It is what it is. The future of Tornado Cash looks extremely gloomy, I'll say, as its Torn token is taken down 20% on the day. The role of Torn governance token is currently as known due to the DAO being closed and multi-sig wallet deleted. I'll tell you right now, I think the worst part is I think like stuff like DAI, any kind of frax, things that are frax, any kind of stable coin that's not the mainstay USDC, that's going to be a big target on their back. You're going to start seeing like mysterious hackings. I mean, once Luna Terra went down, I was like, here we go. The floodgates have opened, because that was inevitable. I mean, once there was somebody who won't be named, I guess I shouldn't name them. I should be more professional. Someone I knew who's very not a very bright person was like, I'm in this. That was the first person who was telling me that they were in it, and they were yelling at me about it when I was like, I'm not sure about this token, but I'll look into it. And they were very adamant that it was like, unbreakable, unhackable, whatever. And I'm like, okay, dude. And now I'm looking back, I'm just like smiling. I'm just like, I don't want to be the guy who said I told you so, but it is what reality will tell you that for me. That's what I say. Again, I'm not happy about it, but it's just like, I'm just using Occam's razor, looking at common, psychology of people's behavior, right? Basic behaviors that people have, right? Across the board, human history. I'm not making this stuff up. I just look at what people do and I just say what they did. I'm not an expert. I just have eyes. That's all it is. I'm trying to find where that dude got arrested. I want to kind of go into details about that. Targeting a piece of software, blah blah blah. Where's his arrest? Did I not have that in there? The sanctions, a notorious Lazarus group. Oh, they got 455 million now. Wow, it went up. That's a lot of money. I cannot find it. We'll reconvene in the future. I just wanted to make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm trying to find this guy's name. I know it was Aleski, but I thought his name would pop up again in one of these articles. I guess not. I'll go back into it in the future. But let's get back to the main screen here. Let's open up the chat. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot to do that. Is this it? Oh, I didn't have it enabled. How could I do this to myself? Hold on. Is it possible to do it live, or can I not do it? I'm going to see if I can do it live. I want to do it live. Is this? We'll see if it's available. Who knows? I have no idea if it'll be available. But anyways, I have no idea. YouTube always is random if the chat's going to be available or not. I have no clue. I wish I could figure out if that'll be okay. We're going to open the chat again. We're going to see. All right. Bingo dingo. There we go. Bingo dingo. So Here's the thing, all right? I don't want you guys to think this is like a black pill. This is not a black pill, okay? That's not what we do here. And we'll talk tomorrow maybe about more stuff about regarding like my mindset and all this stuff. It's been more realistic, more kind of veered into more realistic. Again, this bear market has taught me a lot, and it's a good thing, okay? Not believing in any of these projects has freed me. It's freed me, okay? Does that mean I'm not gonna make money? Yeah, make money, you know, do it. That doesn't mean, you know, don't be on the altar, okay? You know, I think the only one right now, again, like I said, I think the only one right now that's not gonna have like quote unquote problems at the moment, okay, could change tomorrow, is, you know, Bitcoin. That's like the only one right now that's just like, you know, one day we may wake up and then we find out in the news, it's been hacked. It's gone. Satoshi liquidated the whole thing. He walked out the door. The greatest robbery in human history. It could happen. I'm going to knock on wood. That would be devastating to many people. I'm not laughing because I'm not laughing really. It is a serious thing. But I'm laughing because of the scope of the damage it would do. It would do a lot of damage, okay? It would do a lot of damage. Yeah, I like how this turned into blocked instead of like the whatchamacallit. I'm just gonna put that there. Anyway, that's it. I'm good. I think I've said enough. I think I may have burned bridges. It is what it is. If I lose subscribers, it is what it is. You know, not to hurt your feelings. I just don't want you guys to. It's time to wake up, okay? I don't want to say the dream is dead, but the dream is dead. Okay, it's been dead. It was never real, and by that I mean the concept of like this market being the past bull market being the same as 2017. That was never real. Okay, we don't live in a bubble. That just means you just have to be a little bit more clever and smarter about how you take profits. And again, do what works for you. I'm not going to hold you down. I'm rooting for you. Whatever solution you have, I'm rooting for you. I want it to work out for you. I want you to be happy. Okay? That's just, you know, but I'm just telling you where I'm coming from, what I've seen, and then like what I learned from what I've seen, right? So I look at something, I analyze it, I read a lot. That's why you don't see me like talk about everything every day. I read a lot. And then I process what I read and I look at the behaviors of people, you know, and not just like the inner groups. I'm talking about the whole space. Okay? A lot of searches. In fact, I have a meme, but I don't have it up. But I'll next episode, next time we do blocked, I'll show you the meme. Dude, I have so many memes I made. From this whole thing. It's oh, Lord have mercy. I'm going to get in trouble, bro. Some of these memes are going to get me in deep doo-doo. Oh, well. I guess I'll become one of those YouTubers, I guess. Oh, well. Anywho, that's it for now. Until next time, guys. You guys, take it easy. Be well. May your gains be great. And may you always get out and not holding the bag, okay? May you never hold the bag again. God bless.